Hello and welcome learners. Wish you all are doing well. There is a question. How should we start learning spoken English? In case of spoken English, it means we need to speak everything in English. So, when you need to speak everything in English, it's clear that you should know various kinds of sentence constructions, sentence formations, lots of words. Whatever you want to speak, you should speak them out in proper construction with proper words. It's not a matter of few days, few months. But first of all, how should we start? Let me clear one thing. You may be good at English as a subject. Once again, you may be good at English as a subject. As a subject, you are good at English. In case of the skill of speaking English, it's quite different. Whether you are good or bad, it doesn't matter. If you have great knowledge on English, if you have great command over English, you have an advantage. But it doesn't mean that you will be able to speak. It's quite different. Whether you know English or not, English speaking is quite different. Here comes the point. You should start with simple sentences. Simple sentences means simple sentences. Small sentences. What will if you speak these small and simple sentences, don't be ashamed of. Because that when you are writing, these may be simple sentence, these may be small sentence, but at the time of speaking, as you don't have the habit, as you are not skilled, as you are not enriched in this case means in case of speaking English, you should start from the beginning. If you are not getting the simple sentences, simple words, so you can buy a grammar book. This is very much helpful. It's very essential. There you will get different kinds of constructions. You will get the simple constructions, complicated constructions, different formations. Whether on the other hand, you can judge yourself whether you are speaking the correct sentence or not. So my first advice is to start speaking English. You should start with simple sentences. At that time you may think these are very simple sentences, such as this is a book, the book is on the table, I read the book regularly, I don't carry the book to the school. So these kinds of sentences. He is my friend, he comes here sometimes, we play together, we go to the field and return in the evening. So these kinds of sentences. You may think that these are very simple sentences. Yes, these are very simple sentences, but you should speaking this. Once again, you must have the habit of speaking, not writing. In case of writing, you are well enough to write complicated as well as good writing. But in case of speaking, you should start with simple sentence. So simple and small sentences are the main key to express out yourself. And again, you'll have to speak this same sentence repeatedly. Same sentence repeatedly, keep it in mind. So this is my book, the book is on the table, I read it regularly. 3 sentences. So repeat it. This is my book, the book is on the table, I read it regularly. So these kinds of sentences. He is my friend, he comes here regularly, we play together. He is my friend, he comes here regularly, we play together. It means that with the help of simple sentences, you will get your practice. You need practice, and simple sentence will be very much helpful. Here to speak, and these small sentences will give you ample practice opportunity. It means that you will have enough option to speak these simple sentences regularly, days after days. Don't stop. Means don't stop. If you instruct anyone, it means one should learn speaking English. You must advise him or her that use simple sentence and speak them regularly. And this will give you perfect practice, and with the help of this practice you will be fluent very soon. Learning the skill of speaking English. Speaking English is a skill, is a great skill. It is time taking and continuous process. Must remember it, must keep it in mind that learning the skill of speaking English is time taking. It's not a matter of few months, few days, etc. You must spend your time behind practice, behind proper practice. And you should be under the process of continuous practice. The process should go on. You cannot stop this. Once you stop, you will have to start from the beginning. So start with the simple sentence, speak continuously, keep it in mind that I am learning a skill and it will take enough time. Be prepared for that. Sentences same already, but this is not enough. Practice with the same sentence. Rigorous practice means you know the sentences or not, it doesn't matter. At the appropriate time. At the appropriate time means when you have to deliver, when you have to speak in English, you cannot remember those sentences. The constructions will not come to your mind. At home you can speak them out because that you are now mentally prepared. But if you have to speak these known constructions suddenly, you cannot remember these simple constructions. Those will not come to your mind. You will forget them. That's why you'll have to continue your speaking English practice with the help of same sentence, simple sentence regularly. Otherwise, at the proper time, you must forget. Or you may remember something, you may forget something. You cannot deliver completely. And if you cannot deliver, you cannot be confident. So to be confident, you need practice. As I have already spoken, simple words, simple sentences, repeated practice. Rigorous practice, continuous practice, days after days. Thus, repeated speaking of known sentences as well as some new sentences every day will enrich your stock of sentences. After that, you will be able to speak many sentences fluently, and whenever they will be needed, you can deliver them. And remember one thing, these are not sufficient. These are initial stages. Knowing simple sentence, speaking repeatedly, these are the initial stage. How we should start learning spoken English, getting the skill of speaking English. When you have learned a great stock of sentences, now try to describe something. Try to speak something with the help of these simple sentences. Try to speak out, try to describe something with the help of these simple sentences and describe it repeatedly. Again, describe the same thing with the help of same sentence, with the help of same words repeatedly. Then only you will be confident. Then only it will be easier for you to speak with the sentences you have already spoken, you have already learned, and these are within your control. My today's advice is, when you are starting learning speaking English, start with the simple sentence, speak repeatedly. Whatever sentences you have already spoken, don't stop speaking those sentences. Continue speaking the old sentences, it means your known sentences, and at the same time start learning the new sentence constructions and speak them. Remember one thing, whether you are good at English language or not, it doesn't matter. It matters whether you speak or not. If you do not speak, you cannot get the skill. If you speak regularly, you will gain the skill gradually. With the passing of time, with the process of time, with the process of your practice, you will gain the confidence. You will start speaking gradually, and have patience. Be mentally prepared that you need time, enough time. I'm concluding here. Love you all. Bye.